Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geomologist Presents. Today, we are continuing our ongoing campaign of the One Ring, which I'm calling Rings of the Lost Realm, but, courtesy of this book. Though we're not necessarily following the book, it is more of a kind of open world sandbox, and the player heroes go where they will, following hooks and leads that I throw at them. And maybe they take them, maybe they do not. But using the One Ring second edition by Freely, and I will introduce the players, and they can introduce their player heroes. So first we have Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen, and I play Bruni and Oradreth. Bruni is a scholar. He's a dwarf of Durin's folk of the Blue Mountains. And then Oradreth is an elf of Rivendell, and he is a champion.
Cool. And we have Amy.
Hello, I'm Streamrolla, and I play Myrtle Brandybuck, who is a hobbit of the Shire. However, she's closer to Bree. Hence her last name, Brandybuck. And I play Gwennon, and she is a Dunedain ranger. And she has yet to pick a place that she calls home, but she's out to make a difference.
Yeah, something we might also get to is this. Is the Door of Durin. We might get to Moria, but we'll see. That is what they did last time. Is I will switch you to Tharbad, and there's a lot of tokens of NPCs. If you're the type of player that does not like a game with NPCs, I'm sorry. There are a lot of them here, and none of the tokens are matched, but well, except for the heroes, because we have a standard for the heroes. But the other ones, well, I figure them out as I go along. Am I missing Oradreth? Can't forget Oradreth. These are the heroes, and then I take the art from the books that we use here, for example. But what happened last time? I know we were in Tharbad.
Yes. We traveled back up to Tharbad and went to the library. That was the previous episode.
The library is down here.
Mm-hmm. And we were summoned to, well, I think they're calling it the keep or the castle, where Lady Stock and Captain Gurnall were. And we had sent a note because we wanted to speak with them about the Black Numenorians and how we had seen their ship, things of that nature. And we're also kind of concerned about their son, because he was seeming to fall into bad hands, but most importantly, Bruni had heard a rumor that their son wanted to take an expedition into Moria to look for, I think it was Dwarven ruins. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So we spent the episode getting our stuff together, and Myrtle, with her little slippery fingers, decided that she wanted to find out exactly what was going on. So she went to their camp, snuck in while they were off doing stuff, and grabbed a few papers and some maps, and came back and realized that we had their whole battle plan and what they were trying to do. I think that's what the resolution was on that one. And so we knew that they wanted to go into Moria not for good reasons. So I thought the way we finished up was we were getting ready to head out on the expedition. We knew that they were following us, and I think we were planning an ambush on them. If I'm wrong, let me know. I think that's where we were.
Yeah, something else happened too.
A lot of things happened.
Does anyone remember?
Can let me know.
There was this funny old man.
Which one?
Yeah, we met a healer from Gondor who it turns out is an agent of Saruman of Isengard.
But I don't see his picture up here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I was looking for him. a one for him. Yeah, do you guys remember his name? I don't remember.
Arsenius.
Arsenius. Yeah. I had a good one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't remember exactly if Arsenius was good for us or good for them. Seems like better for them, because, I mean, we know that Saruman is not good. And so he's definitely one to keep an eye on. But I don't remember you saying whether or not he was traveling with Wolfham, or whatever his name is, the group that's following us.
No, he's not.
Do we know where he went?
I think we haven't left yet, so I think he's still in town with us.
Okay.
Basically, right? We finished that meeting with him overnight, and then we're getting good rest, and then in the morning we're gonna head out with Tharnau and his troops.
Right.
That's a good one of them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put him over here near Woleth. His name was Arsenius, you said?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
I know I have it in one of my books, but
I know that Gwennon and Myrtle are keeping a very close eye on Alice, and basically have asked that Gwyleth and Malric keep an eye on her as well, because she doesn't have a whole lot of trust in her right now, but she wants to build trust in her.
there you go. Yeah, and he was trying to be very coy with Arsenius, and he also said that you had an invitation to Isengard.
Yeah, he invited us to come meet with Saruman and change patrons, I think was how he described it.
He was not. He said that Saruman was a little condescending. I think Saruman's message was that there'd be a step up than from a pipe weed addicted gray wizard.
Myrtle would be very insulted to hear that her pipeweed is not fine pipeweed. I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it's fine pipeweed, but it addles the brain, apparently.
Not enough for that one.
So I think we were ready to head out, right?
Yes, I thought we had discussed laying an ambush on the ones that were following us. Because we have their maps and stuff, so they can't really go too much faster than us, because they have to kind of follow us.
They'll probably be a few days delayed.
Yeah, I don't think we wanted to ambush them. I think we just wanted to head out faster than them, and even if they know about where we're going, they'll be several days behind.
Right. Okay.
All right. Off we go.
So off we go. And it was the sort of the third, right? It was the third adventuring phase in the year, right? In 2966. Is that correct?
Right. Because I thought after Moria, we were heading to, why am I blanking on Ordre's home?
Rivendell. Yeah, I think we're in
the fall, basically.
Yeah, basically the fall.
Or you haven't done the fall adventuring phase, or you have done the fall adventuring phase?
No, I think this is the fall. This is this might be I think this is still late summer.
Okay, you have not had the
because
fall.
We haven't had our fall fellowship phase, because we were gonna stop in Tharbad and do fellowship, but then we were fresh from the journey, so we didn't need to stop. So so we have this adventuring phase, one fellowship phase, another adventuring phase, and then Yule.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you did learn. Oh, you did learn also that there. Well, here's Moria for everyone. Right. So you guys.
Yeah.
So Moria is here. You probably don't want to go this way because it's not. But I mean, Redhorn. So you did learn of two things. You did learn that there was a dwarven camp at the western gate area, but they haven't, of course, they hadn't found a way in. And then across the Redhorn Pass in like Darrow Delve, which is about here. Here's Dimrel Dale. The Darrow Delve, there might be a way in.
Yeah, we have, I think, 3 potential entrance directions right now because we've got Dwarven Camp at the West Gate. They haven't seemingly found a way in, but it's apparently the easiest way to get in if they can find something, the West Door. And then we have, there's the hills to the north of the Dimrel Dale, and on those slopes is apparently where the light shafts for the gardens are. So we talked about going in that way. And then on the peak of the Silvertine, there's a tower.
Yes.
And the theory is that that's the tower for the long stair that goes all the way through the entire elevation of Moria, basically.
Yeah, but both, of course, would entail crossing Redhorn Pass. Those two.
Yeah, the 2 and 3 entail crossing the pass, and then also the getting to the tower seems like is going to be the most difficult mountaineering. So I think our thought was to go to the West Gate and talk to
the dwarf
Hornbury. Yep. Hornbury Whitebeard, who's a dwarven relic trader. Apparently Tharnow knows him. So our thought was to go there first and see if they have a way in. And if not, we can circle around because the way up to Redhorn Pass is pretty close, and then just try to go over.
There was there's another obscure reference to humans that lived in the area that no one had heard of, but
yeah. There's some remnants of people living in this area.
Is there anything that Gwennon would know on her maps about people living in this area? Because she has those old time maps.
Yeah, there's Dunlendings. There were a people. The ancestors of the Rohirrim used to live in the north, and some of them must have stayed and settled in the Misty Mountains. Possibly, but no one. I mean, people have lost track of them. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's who we're talking about around Dimrel Dale. Oh, and we found out about there's a sort of orc that's trying to reorganize all of the local goblins, because there are sounds like he is, and there are other orcs from Mordor that are under the banner of the Eye.
Yeah, you found out that from Wolfen's
in Moria.
All that nice goodies that Wolfen's probably like killing people or scouring this camp for.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so if you guys want to take off, you can go through the Swan Fleet, but it's kind of dangerous. You do have these maps, so you have both Gwennon's maps that you can rely on, you can use for old Arnor, and you have these maps from the Númenóreans or the Númenórean spies that could be used. Although it's dangerous Darklands, right? So I guess that's going to counter, it's going to counter some of the penalty, but not all. Maybe not all of it depends.
Yeah. So it seems like
what if we took the river up?
Well, there's. Yeah, go ahead.
Like,
So the decision, I think, is whether we go on the north side or the south side of the river, because we're going essentially here.
Swanfleet is a dangerous document. So.
right,
Yeah.
but I meant like take it up to here, like this area, and then shoot across.
We could do that. Yeah. I think if we want to leave this way, yeah, we could go essentially along. We could also go. I don't know if there's still a crossing at the ruins of Austin Ed Hill, but that seems like an obvious place that if there's bridges or fords, it would be around there.
Yeah, you can go around the Swanfleet and go south and then across, and then the Darkland that you would enter would then be through here.
Yeah.
Or you could go like Amy suggested. You can go north and avoid the Swanfleet and then cut across, and then you'd hit Darklands about the same place.
Yeah.
Either way, north or south.
Yeah, there's a little Darklands right around the ruins of Austin Ed Hill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna hit that at some point. But yeah, I like the idea of. I think going around the Swanfleet is a good idea.
You go north, right? That's the Glanduin, right? The river.
Yeah.
The West Gate is north.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is that we need to get to the north side of the river to get to the West Gate, and then the pass is also on the north side.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do boats up the river actually, and just be on the north side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first.
And then head essentially this way.
All right, so the first is a wildland, so that's kind of normal travel.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think we still have the study maps bonus from our last fellowship phase.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, and then I don't know if it's worth it, but we have the 2 gems that Myrtle found. Like the heart gem is persuasion, but I don't remember what the other gem did.
There's one for persuade and one for explore. But
Right.
they're both cursed, it seems like.
Explore would be good to use like in Moria, or if you're looking for like a like treasure or a ruin, you know.
Yeah. And we have some extra, we've got some bonus dice for that also from
Right.
Bruni, although we can use that. I think that's for the travel around Moria instead of in Moria, because that was our prep in the markets.
Yes, it was. Yep.
But we could do that now to hopefully get a higher level of success. Actually, let me roll travel for Bruni and let's see how we go. And I can roll an extra 6 maybe if we want to. Didn't even.
Not necessary.
That's like 2 extra.
Bruni is
extra
about
hexes.
as excited as a dwarf can be right about now.
Right. That's 2 extra
so that's
hexes, right?
that's 100, right? Because it's 60 on a regular success, 80, 100. Yeah,
100.
So let's go 60 up to right about there.
Yeah.
And I'll move us.
Okay. So then I roll my D6. I had dice, but I guess I'll have to. Where'd my dice go? I don't know where my dice went. I'll just roll. I'll roll a D6. It's gonna be hard when I. Ooh, a 6.
You got
a 6 is going to be a hunting. Who's our hunter?
Gwennon, I thought, because she's got the extra to hunting.
Yeah,
so
Gwennon's
she's got +1 from her hunting knife.
Right. Yep. I'll roll these. And it's standard, right? There's no favorite, right, in the regular roll. The event.
For me, I'm hunting. I'm favored in that.
All right. We're talking about 2 different things.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
How close are we to the Shadowlands? I mean, would her shadow lore?
No.
No, so just her 1.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a hunting roll for Gwennon. The type of event is based on Carl's roll, but it's in Wildlands. It's just neutral. So it's a D12 +1.
Okay, I got a great
I guess
1 success.
a D12 +1 on the chart, but not up to, right? It doesn't go 10 to 11. It's 10 to Gandalf, and I is essentially a 0.
Wow, what would you? So I rolled a 12. So I rolled a Gandalf.
Oh boy.
So, so it's a joyful event, a joyful sight.
I guess that means that it's been a nice travel so far.
Yeah, that's interesting. What a joyful event in region do.
Well, it's the ancient Elven kingdom, right?
Right.
When the Fellowship goes through there, they talk about how the land remembers the Elven kingdom in this part of the world.
So I think everyone feels, I don't know, very hopeful. Like you got a great success, so that should be a bonus. Normally you gain 1 hope, but you guess you'll gain 2 hope, and you feel I guess Ordreth especially feels the presence of his ancestors, and like a purposefulness, and you feel like on the wind, the wind is at your back. It was such an easy boat ride upriver, and you were able to put the boats found a nice hollow to store your boats if you need to, when you come back. And then the animals have been very high spirited, and you just sense a strong benevolent presence sort of guiding your footsteps, and you feel hopeful. So everyone gets 2 hope back. And you make great time.
I only put 1 for Gwennon because I don't believe you can go over your top amount of hope.
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. I don't have the rest of the group there, but you have like a huge group.
Yeah, we've got
a party token.
All of our people plus Tharnow and 5
assistants. 5 of his people.
Yeah, awesome. All right.
It's a large train. So I think, it's interesting. Okay. So that was how many days travel was that? That was like each.
Basically 100 miles.
Yeah.
In that one.
But it doesn't tell you how long the travel is.
No, I think that's about it's unclear exactly, because it's based on events, but like a couple of days. I mean,
I think it's probably
at least like 5 days.
Also, you probably are like joking around and stuff, and man, they probably haven't even figured out where we've gone or that we've left yet. So that's probably they probably make so much time that by the time when you get like 100 miles away is when they start realizing they've left already, and they try to follow you. So you're kind of joking and laughing about that you're so far ahead of them. Okay, nice. Next phase.
All right.
The game is plentiful. It almost gives itself up. Also, I guess for Gwennon, is she? Oh, look at that.
Let me roll one of my extra. No, didn't get it, but that's okay. So that's just 60, which takes us right to. I think that takes us right about to the beginning of the zone in Austin Ed Hill.
60. You said you did 100, right?
Yeah. So this is just a.
Yeah, you're not quite there. So this is normal. This is a normal one.
Okay.
It's not. Right. So, and the person who's going to roll is. Oh, sorry. It's a 3, whatever. Who's 3? And then this is where I roll.
It's 3 awareness.
That's Ordreth, isn't it?
Ordreth is awareness.
Yes. Okay.
I'm trying to remember the table without looking at it, which is always dangerous.
I just wait till you guys tell me.
All right. Yeah, 3 is a lookout awareness. You can And after that hopeful journey, you start getting this feeling of dread and almost despair as you start seeing the ruins of Ornhell. But you are good. What is this? I'm sorry. How do you pronounce it again? Austin Edmill.
I guess it's Ethel because
Austin
it's
Ethel,
the DH in Elvish.
Oh, that's right. Like a Welsh
Karas
stuff.
Galathon.
Yeah.
Right. So Austin Ethel.
All right. So Ordrith is very aware, and he feels that sense of loss and despair almost. However, because he's aware, he's able to mitigate most of the ruins and avoid perhaps the where the forces of Mordor and Sauron, and Mordor had defiled and caused dread. So you guys only gain one shadow. No, sorry. You avoid shadow and you only gain one fatigue. You get 2 fatigue. Sorry, 2 fatigue.
Well, Myrtle
you
gets
avoid
2.
shadow. Yeah.
Would we have gotten rid of our fatigue from before? Because
yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
We did.
No,
we don't. In Tharbad, we didn't do a fellowship phase, so we're still. You should only have like 1 fatigue, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to keep that 1 because we didn't stop for like a week or 2 in Tharbad.
Okay. That's
but
why I asked, because I didn't.
Yeah.
So I have 3.
Yeah, I guess you were going to take the fellowship phase, but you decided to press on because.
Yeah, we felt like it was ready, time to go, and that we were still, because we only had, I think, 1 fatigue each for everybody except Gwendon, who doesn't take fatigue.
Yeah.
So we felt like we could make it further.
Okay. All right.
Let's do Bruni.
So now we are going to Darklands.
So now would that come into play, Gwendon's Shadow Lore stuff for her rolls?
It might. So the event, I rolled 2 dice and take the worst, right?
Yeah.
And Bruni, did he make it? Yes, he made it.
That should bring us pretty close to the West Gate.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the West Gate. Okay. It would be a 6 again, so Gwennon again. And I'll let you. Yeah, I'll let you know if Shadow Lore would apply. Again, it's more dread and despair, so Shadow Lore would apply, I think.
It would?
It is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Extraordinary 2 success.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's great. Okay. So you avoid the shadow, and no one gets fatigued with the extraordinary success.
Yay.
Nice.
So I think you just need 1 travel roll with probably I'll give you like an extra bonus dice. It's a short journey. Just make it to the West Gate.
1 bonus die.
Yeah. Oh.
Great success.
Okay. You could, if you wanted to skip and keep going to the pass.
I think we wanted to make contact here,
yeah,
even if they don't.
Yeah, since you got a great success, I'm not even going to roll for an event. I mean, that was you make it with great time, and you get to the West Gate, and right. So as you travel there, the first thing you kind of come upon are these remarkable for non-dwarves, but unremarkable for dwarves, stone cottages. They're used by dwarven lookouts in ancient days, and they look like they've been used by travelers along the road. They're the mansions of Thrain the First. It was here that King Thrain, the young son of King Nain, dwelt for years while he contemplated how Moria could be retaken. So the lore master Broody would know the tale that he quarreled with Nye of West Moria, which delayed any attempted conquest, and the delay was terribly costly. For more of the followers drifted away towards the Blue Mountains, or to Dunland, the dwarf woods of Dunland. It is a broody place, but it can be, Right. And you see there's a camp. This is a broody place, sort of the mansions of Thrain here. But further on, down, over a hill and not under a hill, over a hill or two, you could see the camp at the stair falls. These the stairs, and these kind of road that kind of switchbacks up, and you see these stairs, and then right next to it is this waterfall.
Waterfalls are pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess I wonder if I should show. If we pause, Amy, I can make a handout and tell you what it looks like, because I think that'd be great for our peoples. All right, so here's the west gate. This is clearly years before the Lord of the Rings, as the orcs haven't destroyed this aqueduct and everything, and dammed it to create a big flood. Here, there would, in the future, a pool that forms there where the aqueduct is located. In any case, you see the waterfall. There's a camp there at the base of the waterfall. It seems these mansions here, these dwarven cottages, which are quite fine homes for most folk, but just a cottage for dwarves. And then you see this switchback path goes all the way up to the valley where the door is supposed to lie. So, like I said, it is a long custom of the dwarves to visit the holy ground of Moria, but it is much too dangerous. So the dwarves, to go to the east gate. So they took it to visit the westernmost gate of Moria. And here's a fortified campsite at the banks here of the Siranon. And then they can complete the pilgrimage to the land of their ancestors. So, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Well, Myrtle wants to go over to Bruni and ask him if he's ever been here before, because it's very pretty.
No, not here.
Is this what your home looks like?
More like the cottages down in this lower area than like the architecture of Moria itself.
It's very pretty. We'll have to visit your home someday.
Yep.
She's pretty.
So, yeah, like I said, there's a camp. You can see smoke coming out of that building, and then there's like tents and the like, almost like a. There's also, you see, there's probably like like not like a not quite like a they're barricades. They're like, picket barricades, sticks with spikes, kind of those hobby horses with spikes and stuff through it. There's not quite a palisade. That's the word I was looking for, but there are barricades around there, especially along the road, along the roads. So, and then there's like dwarves and humans look like they're kind of guards there as well. So, all right. Well, Tharnau is impressed. He says, "You allies of my father are impressive. That journey was not as hard as I had been led to believe," he says.
Well, no.
It is almost as if
that's why you have to listen to the gods and to the forefathers. They will show you the way if you listen.
Well, he says, well, I mean, maybe he says, because he is a suspicious person. He says, I guess that's why those traitors, those from Gondor. He uses air quotes now, since you guys have sort of told him maybe they're not necessarily from Gondor. Those traitors, I guess they were falsely misleading me. What were they going to leave without me anyway? So I'm glad that we have taken this course of action. That this journey was not difficult at all. He says, not difficult, and they led me to believe that it would be very difficult indeed. He says, why do you think that is?
Well, Gwennon would say it's because if you listen to the songs of the elders and you listen to nature and to the beasts around you, everyone should be at peace, and they'll show you the way. All you have to do is ask. But you have to be willing to listen for their answer.
Well, I guess they listen to you all.
Well, you will learn that someday.
I mean, there were some scary ruins, and I thought I saw some ghosts. But you know, but I think we did okay. You know.
And we will continue to do fine. Trust in Bruni and Ordra. They know these lands quite well. My ancestors lived up this way many years ago and have left me their maps to look at. The same ancestors that your mother has are in common with me. But Gwennon's gonna back off of talking to him and head over to where Bruni and Ordreth are to see what path they wish to take.
So it took you 3 phases to get here?
Mm-hmm.
And that one group was 1 phase behind?
Well, 1 to 2, I don't know how far behind us they were. They don't know which way we went, though, I don't believe.
No. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Well, let's try to make contact with these dwarves and humans in the camp.
Okay. Yeah. So you approach. They hail you. They go, "Whoa! It's a mighty war band that you bring here. And what is the name of your war band? Who speaks for you?" He says.
And I guess Bruni will step up to do that and say, we're just fellowship of adventurers out here to help reclaim the fabled kingdom of Khazad-dûm.
Then you will want to be talking with Lord Whitebeard.
Can you repeat that, please?
You would want to be talking to Lord Whitebeard. That's the human talking. The dwarf kind of has like a smirk on his face.
Hi. Well, can you take us to him?
Yes, I'll take. The dwarf says, "I'll take you, lad." Roll me 2d6.
2 and a 6 for a total of 8.
A 6. 6 is what I was looking for, actually. This guy has a. He kind of shakes your hand. Because I am Graza, brother of Daza. Because I am glad that you are going up into the mountains. I take it before the winter properly sets in. There might be snow up there already, lad. He tells you. Because if you do go up there, he's kind of escorting you, towards the structure. Because if you do go up there, bring back my full brother. He is Daza the Red-Handed. You cannot miss him. He dresses as if he wants to attract orcs that cut off his hand in the first place.
That's gonna scare me.
All right.
Well, I mean, not really cut off his hand, but it is useless, so might as well have cut it off. He said it was stabbed and is crippled. He does not hide it, though, from the orcs who poisoned it with one of their foul blades.
I think Myrtle would take this opportunity to look at her own little blade, because supposedly it glows when orcs are around, so she's just going to make sure.
Because Graza, this guy's a little older. He's like, my brother and I, we fought at, they're pretty old. We fought at as a Null Bazaar. So he's like, Balin's age or so, right? Probably.
Yeah. Before my time, certainly
he's
one
got
of
a
the
little
last great expeditions of dwarven kind.
Yeah, he's got a limp. He's got a limp about him. You see his foot is probably has been injured somehow.
All right, and what were the two names? Are Graza and Daza?
Graza and Daza, yeah. They're from a fine line of dwarves of Nobra. He's because I am the blonde one. He is the red-haired one. But Daza has sworn an oath, and he goes into the mountains, and after he takes a bit of the brandy, because it says Whitebeard has some fine brandy. Hornbury Whitebeard has some fine brandy. So you're welcome to stay all you like. He kind of finds like a plot because you can feed and hobble your horses over there. You can pitch your tents here as well. If it does get a little cold or the rain sets in, Hornbury is more than accommodating in the building. But you see, there's a lot of, as you approach, it's like almost like a market. There's stalls and people selling wares outside their tents. Mostly humans and a few dwarves. You don't see any elves, and probably no halflings this far south or that adventurous, truth be told, right?
Well, so. Gwennon would shop the bazaar and talk to the humans.
Yeah, so
she's gonna try and get some rumors about the humans that supposedly are still there.
Yeah, so there's there's Dunlendings, there's people, the people of Arnor. You really don't. You and Malric and Gwyneth stand out, as do Ordreth and Myrtle. Truth be told.
Mm-hmm.
So Myrtle they look at with sort of curiosity. Ordrith, they kind of give some distance, although there's some wary eyes. And then Graza kind of notices the young ones don't remember how we fought we fought together against the forces of the Dark One in the way back times. He looks at Ordrith. From the gates themselves we came. Do you recall, or do you know the tale? I am sure.
Yes, I have heard it told in Rivendell.
So you guys can camp and rest here. You can do that quick rest if you need to.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted to, and then you can try to talk to. You can talk to Hornbury and Whitebeard. Graza will take Bruni and whoever else wants to go on. You can talk to any of the peddlers, try to get stuff.
Yeah, maybe we should have our all of our NPCs set up camp, and then the four of us can go talk to Hornbury, Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. In the Darklands, you don't roll with a bad dice, do you? One less dice?
For the event, you roll disfavored.
Disfavored.
But not for the actual player roll.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the nature of the event, you roll disadvantage, but not for the.
You guys are. It's pretty funny. If you could, yeah. I have to do a cut scene. But okay. Cool. All right, so we can go to talk to Hornbury.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Unless, and then Amy wanted to go talk to some of the humans and the peddlers and stuff like that, and find out about the rumors of those humans.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's do. Who wants to go first?
Well, I'm assuming she would talk to the peddlers and then catch up to them.
Okay. All right, so let's go.
It's not like she's going to spend a long time doing that.
No. Let's do this as you can either do lore, or use like a persuade.
For what? For me?
Yeah, or even the one where you can enhearten people because you're going to tell them about your expedition and what you guys want to do and what you're looking for. I think any of those would work to try to see if you can gain some information.
You mean using insight with my circlet?
Oh, or you could use insight with your circlet. Yes, that is true. As you talk to these folks.
Because then she would have +2.
Yep.
And would any of her distinctive features do anything bold, true, hearted, or shadow lore?
No, I don't think those. Boldwood, I think.
Boldwood? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great success.
Oh, great success. Okay.
She doesn't want to let on that she has maps, but she definitely wants to talk about songs she's heard as a child and history that she's heard about the humans being there.
Those are weird people.
They're weird people? All right.
There it is. One would think that I would know. I've read through this book. One would think that I would know where to find these things. But,
you never quite know what we're going to ask, so.
this is true. There's that. There it is. One. I'm not going to tell you the page because then you look it up.
I don't have the
All right.
book.
All right. So they do confirm it. Yes, men dwell in the hills north of Dimrel Dale in small numbers. They are unfriendly folk, unwelcoming to strangers. However, they call themselves the people of. Since you got a great success, they call themselves the people of Tarlock. Their leader is still Tarlock.
People of Tarlock?
Yeah. Tarlock was the first chieftain of this hall and once dwelt in Mirkwood, it is said. So I guess they are related to the Bjornings, perhaps? I do not know. He was exiled from the Woodmen. He was exiled from the Woodmen for nameless crimes and took up with the mountain folk. Later, he found a great cave in the hills and made it into a fortress.
Wonder wants to ask him, so are the famed gardens that I've heard of that are on the opposite side of the mountain also part of the people of Tarlock?
No, that's...
No. They go, no, those are... you know something about gardens? Tell me about these gardens.
Only rumors that they had gardens.
Oh, yes, the dwarves had gardens, yes, I'm sure. They probably just ate mushrooms.
I can honestly say I don't know.
Okay. All right.
But she'll give him a coin or two.
Yeah.
You know.
So the take home is based like somewhere north in the hills north of Dimrel Dale. There's like a hidden valley where these people, where Tarlock Hall and Tarlock's folk are located.
Okay. Well, Gwennon will leave from there and rejoin everyone else and let them know what she heard.
All right. So here you are. Whitebeard is a scholar and a trader. So he kind of greets you. Tharno, of course, comes with you. He lets his men take care of stuff. So he goes, Tharno, I thought you were coming with different types of people. I did not know that you had a friend who was a dwarf. He kind of gives you a nod, Bruni.
Is Tharno supposed to respond, or is Bruni supposed to? That's the...
Tharno goes, oh, yes, this is... Tharno looks at you, and then he's like, since you're waiting for him, he's like, yes, this is my companion, Bruni. He and his other companions, they are the adventuring sort. They're very good. We had such a wonderful journey here. It was almost pleasant. I ditched the other guys. I didn't trust them. Hornberg says, I think they were stealing your money, good Tharno. I think they were. I did not like their demeanor, let's just say. And Graza says, oh, those the southern folk, you're saying. My brother Daza, he fought as a mercenary in the south. I was already lame by then from the battle, you see. So I took a goblin arrow to the ankle. Or else I would be out adventuring or looking for my brother.
Well, we seems like we were able to come to a good agreement, and Tharno here told us that we ought to talk to you about getting into Khazad-dûm.
I see. Well, I am not like others scholars in Erebor and the Blue Mountains who pore over their tomes and ledgers. I study Moria, piecing together what I can from rumors and accounts, and you adventuring types, trying to determine which parts of the city have been destroyed, what are beyond repair. I do know that there are at least two factions of orcs there, one in the upper portion of the city and one in the lower. And that deeper, there's something else.
We heard that there were orcs from Mordor that had made contact. Is that one of the factions?
Yes, and then there's another faction. Yes, there, and then of course you can never drive an orc away. It seems, even though they were gone for some time after the Battle of Anilzabar. We lost a lot of good friends that day. It's like the orcs from the Misty Mountains have returned, and they're contending with these new orcs from Mordor and these other orcs that are almost fanatic about fire.
Mm-hmm.
I would say there are 3 orc groups in there.
Mm-hmm.
So how can I, besides, is there anything specific that you are looking for, Brother Bruni? I'm calling you brother because I suspect you will be making a pilgrimage with you and your companions to at least to the walls, if not beyond.
While they're talking,
there is
Myrtle,
supposed to be a door there. Kind of, because I do have some papers, and he puts out some scribbles and scratches, and there's all these phrases that he said in front of the door, in front of where he thinks the doors are, but he's not quite sure. He follows the road,
While they're doing that, Myrtle's going to take her pipe weed out and light one up and pass it around.
I do not know. While he looks at Ordrith. While your kinsman and my kinsman worked on this magical door, that much I do know. It's as if this craft is lost.
Mm.
We do not even know if is the door even there. Is that a false facade or a trick to lead us up the stairs and down across the aqueduct and the bridge to the doors, or is it to the side?
Oradreth will say, yes, long ago, I believe this was the favored entrance of my people back when there was peace between the Noldorin and the dwarves. Perhaps we can find this fabled west door into Moria.
Roll me a d6.
Yeah. A 1.
I believe that the collection of rumors and things that I've heard is that some sort of magical crafting or magical, perhaps a wizard is needed to open it. I don't know.
Mm.
A spell is required to open the door. That is what I have gathered, he says.
Mm.
But I do not have. No one casts spells. What are spells?
Mm.
Maybe the white wizard knows, or the gray one, or the blue ones, or the brown one. I think there's a brown one.
Bruni will say, have you tried any other entrances?
The ways in and out. Well, there was that one time when we tried to go through the east gate, and he and Graza have a laugh. that did not work so well.
Yeah.
Because let's see if he knows. Roll me a d10. I know that's weird, but roll me a d10.
A 10.
It is tough. And were I younger, are any of you friends with eagles?
One and I'll
No, we
say
haven't.
we know people that are friends with eagles, but not spoken to any myself. I wish one day to.
Oh, he says, well, um, he says there are eagles in this. Those eagles have to know something. I have seen eagles flying around.
Mm.
They must know something. It must have been. Oh, Graza says, "Ha! It must have been after that battle up north. You know, 5, 6 armies. I heard it was like 20. But anyway, well, you know, because the orcs don't fight in one army. You know, they have like all these different clans. Anyway, I think it's officially called the Battle of the Five Armies.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what I'm talking about, right, Bruni?
Yeah. The last stand of King Thorin.
They kind of pause at that.
Yeah. But King Dane has been rebuilding the ancient kingdom under the mountain in the aftermath of the battle.
Well, I believe that some eagles followed the orcs after the battle and are watching them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My brother says that he's seen an eagle grab some orcs and dash them against the rocks. He said it is quite funny. They bounce. Orcs bounce on rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a kind of like he kind of describes the sound like, you know.
Would that all the orcs bounced down the mountain.
Anyway, the eagles must know something. I guarantee you. They see things. They know things. Anyway,
mm-hmm.
If you have a way, you might have. He looks at the elf, of course. You might have, but you might know. Right? Don't you elves like summon eagles or something?
Not to the best of my knowledge, but
What about those folk up north in the Hidden Valley?
I don't think
I hear they make very good salad dressing.
All right. Someday I hope you have the chance to sample the food of the last homely house, but for now, I don't think we can count on any aid from them. But certainly the group of us can go searching, see if we can't find the western door. And if not, we have a couple of rumors about other potential entrances into the mountain.
Well, our camp is fortified. We have seen orcs in the nearby hills. They're planning something. I do not know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Be wary. He says to the north and east. We've seen patrols. At first, it was a lone warg rider, but now I see goblins and their larger kin. Those goblins are tricksy, you know, with their little arrows.
Yeah.
Graza goes, I know that very well. Thanks for reminding me, Hornbury.
Wow.
They have a laugh.
Yeah.
Bruni, what's Bruni's last name? I don't know what his last name is.
I haven't specified.
He says, Brother Bruni, you're welcome to stay here under a roof, you and your companions. Tharnau, I will not call you brother yet. You have not touched the wall. So you have, it seems there is a change about you, my good man. I'm pleased to see it. I'm pleased to see that indeed. I'm the same guy. I don't know what you're talking about. Says Starno. Perhaps these fine folk have been a good influence on you. Anyway, you're welcome to stay here. There is some room. I am sure that Graza has let you put your horses and your other men in the expedition and a paddock, so to speak.
Yeah, well, let's get out of your hair and we'll figure out what would be best for us to help out next.
He invites Bruni to dine, if he wishes, with him and the other dwarves that have like a nightly.
Sure, yeah, I think Bruni will accept that.
Okay, cool. Right. Graza says, I hope you brought your singing skills.
Mm.
All right. What do you get? What the rest of you guys want to do? Like I said, you can rest here if you need to get rid of fatigue. You can do that thing.
Well, I think Myrtle would like to go see the waterfall. She's never seen one.
Are you not allowed to do that, or I thought that was a thing that you could?
No, there's no fatigue recovery for in adventure rests.
Oh, travel fatigue at the end of a journey. You could with the mount. Okay, well
there's a little bit of fatigue recovery for getting to a spot.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll benefit from that. That's true.
Yes, the travel fatigue. Yes, with the mount, nice. You reduce your total fatigue by your mount's vigor.
Nice.
And then you can, all player heroes can then reduce their accumulated fatigue with the travel. So anyone can make a travel roll and try to reduce more fatigue.
Oh, how much do you get for that?
If you roll your travel, then each success is by 1 plus any extra successes are another 1.
Anyone can roll a travel, or
yeah, any player hero can further reduce your accumulated fatigue with the travel.
Can I give my extra success for an extra die to somebody?
Yes, you can.
All right.
But you definitely can reduce your fatigue by your mount's vigor. So whatever the vigor is, Amy for Myrtle's pony, and Gwennon doesn't matter.
Gwennon doesn't have one. Hers was 1, so she has 2 fatigue now. She's fine.
All right, I'll do. Look at that. All right, Orodreth and Bruni are both feeling fresh.
Okay. And Myrtle's just a little tired. That bodes well.
Nice. Well, I think what we ought to do is, I guess we'll rest this evening, and then we can start to go up the switchback and then along the aqueduct to the wall in the morning.
All right.
Whichever way you want to go, she's fine with it.
Who has the best insight?
I think Gwennon.
Well, so Gwennon, because she gets the +2.
Yeah. So Gwennon, it's like we cut scene. Even though it's a player perspective kind of show, we cut scenes, and you see Woleth. He actually kills one of the locals, accusing him of theft. It's not
Wolthan.
Sorry, Wolthan kills one of the locals, accuses him of theft, and then skips town the next day. And he actually tries to go through the Swan Fleet, which is not a great idea. He's harassed by you see him harassed by the locals. He accumulates a lot of shadow and dread. The men with him, he's extremely fatigued. By the time he gets to the and he goes straight along the river, because he's trying to get there as quickly as possible. But his travel's not so great. He's delayed. When they get to the Elven ruins, they fall. Most of his men fall into even more despair, and at least half of maybe his group of 10 that he had leave. You know, to just too rot, distraught and rot by shadow that they have to leave, or they just take off mutiny or leave. So we see him maybe a day or so behind you, depending on the next travel rule, really. A day or so behind you guys because he tried to take a shortcut, and you've rested some. No, maybe like, so I guess he's maybe like one. He's maybe like 3 days behind you.
Well, that's not good.
If not longer. Only because he took a shortcut. But he's lost half of his men, and he's extremely fatigued. Him and the rest of his men who are there are pretty beat up.
I think Gwennon would relay that information to our party, but not to what's his name? Tharbed?
She had a vision.
Tharnau?
Tharnau.
Is our friend.
Yeah. I don't think she would let him know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we want to be, if they're a couple days behind us, we'll hopefully be out of town pretty soon, either into the mine or up the pass. But I guess we should go working on trying to find the west gate.
Well, Myrtle wants to know if we can see the waterfall first.
Yeah, it's right there. You can see it.
Because
you can even go up the stairs.
She's heard rumors that if you throw pretty flowers in the water, you get to see them float, and then you get wishes.
Yeah. Well, you can actually climb the stairs if you want. You probably have dispensation, Bruni, if you guys want to climb the stairs.
Yeah. All right, yeah, let's.
Yeah. What about the rest of your men? Do you want them all to go, or do you want to have them to stay in camp for now?
I think we should leave. We should take Tharno, but leave basically his men here to keep guard on the camp, and then maybe we can leave a couple of our NPCs there with them to sort of make sure they don't do anything too silly. Also,
okay,
yeah,
like Sornan and Hairbrand can hang out,
and then you want Alice and the other ranger. What about the other two rangers?
Seems like the rangers are likely to be useful if we want to run into any orcs.
Okay.
As is Brenthel, and so I guess Alice should come with us because we're running out of people to watch her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, let's fairly large party to go up the stairs and then along. I guess maybe there's like a, walk up along the road. See if we can't figure out what's going on with the entrance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's have Oradreth give me an awareness as you make, climb the stairs. You throw the petals in the waterfall. I guess Myrtle and make a wish. You don't have to tell us what it is.
Well, she can tell you what her wish is. That she wishes that she could see Gandalf.
Ah. Okay. Okay. Because
he's the one that told her about throwing petals into stuff like that. It's probably an old wizard's tale. But
we've got a neat success. That's really good. Right, you get so I guess both Gwennon and Oradreth have this an ill wind kind of blows down from the mountains as they make their way across the bridge there, the aqueduct / bridge. And Oradreth thinks he sees, watchers up there in the orcs up there in the hills to the north. This kind of far sight. There was no shadow accumulated though from that ill wind or dread as you go there to the door.
Well, I think Gwennon would turn to Orodreth and say that there are eyes among us that do not belong to our friends. Do you feel them?
Yes, I sense watchers as well.
Maybe goblin scouts potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to climb above the hill and see if I cannot dispatch them for you?
I mean, they're like quite. I mean, they're not like even on the map of the West Gate. They're just further up the further up the river in the hills above the wall. So you guys could get there clearly, but it'd be It's not
I think we should.
They're just watching right now.
Yeah, there's not really anything to do about them.
But you could try to track them later if you wish after you get to the wall and explore around there.
Yeah. But no, I think for now we should just start investigating the actual doors, the gate.
Mm-hmm.
What would one have to do to talk to eagles in this game?
I don't know. I gotta figure that out.
Because I think Gwennon would like to. I mean, she doesn't have a really good song, but I think she's always in awe of the eagles. So I don't know if she wouldn't sing a song about them, but she might ask Myrtle to.
I don't know.
Just to see if singing a song might bring such a beautiful and magnanimous animal out. Except to her, they're like people. They're wise and not secretive, but you know what I mean. They keep to their own.
And there's 5 of you, right? 5 player heroes.
And many NPCs.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them. No, 4. Sorry, 4. I'll drop the last one.
Yeah.
You definitely spot an archer. And there's something big and maybe a leader type up there. Orodreth.
Mm-hmm.
It was a full-on band of some sort, but not huge. I mean, like they would never be able to take on the camp, much and they'd be hard pressed to fight even your group of, the Rangers, Alice, Tharnow, and yourself. So,
do I see any iconography on any of them?
Oh, that's a good question.
Eyes or flames or mountains or whatever else?
It seems like there are. You see, one of them wears he has like a splashed red symbol of the eye, maybe as a badge.
Mm-hmm.
You see that splash of red that sort of stands out to Orodreth.
Yeah. Orodreth will turn to the group and say, I think this is one of the factions. Seems like maybe the Mordor kind of orcs up there.
Evil. I do not wish to see them.
Well, they don't seem inspired yet. You guys have brought favorable winds with you. They don't seem inspired to, although dread is close, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you make it to the door. There's people watching, seeing what you're doing. And Whitebeard told you, you need some sort of spell based on his research. All right, so you're there at the door. Well, you could pass. So, just describe things. Right, as the main road goes up the stairs. The Cyrano is the gate stream. It's fast and noisy. It runs down from the heights and flows along the trench. It runs parallel to the road. And there you see the wall of Moria. It's a sheer mountainside that no enemy has ever broken through. And I guess when you get to the area at the end of the road, let's see if there's anything else to let you know about. This valley is still very, like I said, dry. The Cyrano is undammed, and holly trees grow here in profusion. It looks like long ago, it looks like parallel rows of holly trees ran alongside the road, straight. But now it's like a whole forest of holly trees. Right. And right now the greenery is right still there, which is pretty impressive. But as you can see, right, unlike for our watchers who are familiar with the Lord of the Rings, it's not flooded. It's not flooded here in 2966. All right, so you get to the area where the door's supposed to be. What do you want to do? I guess the first thing you can do is scan.
Yeah, it seems like we need to investigate. See if we can't figure out where the door itself is.
Yeah.
Gwen only has one in scan.
Bruni has 3.
Myrtle only has 1. So
Bruni gets a bonus dice on top of that.
All right, I'll do scan with a bonus die. Great success.
Look at that. All right, so you scan. You see the doors are there, not to the side, but still right there. You don't think this is a false door at all. Mm-hmm. And there is an inscription. I don't know if you need craft or lore to read.
Bruni has both, in fact. Okay. So let me do a lore roll, see if I can't read this inscription. Great feat, success.
Wow. It's an Ithildin inscription, and it says, sleeps until it is touched by one who speaks words now long forgotten in Middle Earth.
Okay.
And you got a feat success, right?
Speaks words now forgotten in Middle Earth. Well, so I guess Bruni will try to touch the inscription and see if just touching it will do anything. And if not, I can, I don't know, maybe speak something in Dwarvish, right? Because that's a secret language.
Yeah.
So that might be a solution.
Myrtle wants to ask Bruni if we should just knock on the door. Maybe they'll answer.
I don't think I don't think there's anyone inside to answer that we want knowing that we're here.
Okay.
But
would I start that? Do you want to knock on the door, really? Would
they even hear a little hobbit knocking on the door? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Well, I guess we can try to make sure.
All right, so you touch the door. If you touch the door, you do see it light up. Well, you see it light up very briefly, and you see an anvil. Also, you kind of see this, right? You see the door as you touch it. You see it, and you're able to reach up and touch the anvil. But you also see then the symbols of the two trees, and then the crescent moons. I guess you got a feat success from the lore roll. So I will say you feel like the anvil represents dwarven kind, the crescent moons represent men, and the trees represent elves.
Mm-hmm. So Bruni will say, well,
and then of course there's a star in the crown, right?
Yeah. The inscription you can see is very faint, but it glows a little bit. It's a material called ethildin.
Mm-hmm.
It's made out of very special, finely worked mithril, in fact.
So Tharnau goes, oh, should we scrape it off? It's worth a lot, right?
Not if we want to get into Moria itself. No, we will.
He's like, I got a bad feeling.
And just to be honest, Tharnau, I doubt you possess any instrument that could damage it. It's very ancient material.
I got my chopping axe and my chopping knife.
You find mithrils many times stronger than steel.
We should test it.
We should not test it. But you can see some of the iconography, right? The anvil of the dwarves, the moon and stars, the trees for the elves. We may also need, Ethildin as they are called, moon runes, specifically made visible in the light of specific moons. And there's no real way to tell precisely what the inscription might be without any.
Well, Tharnus says, well, I didn't see anything. Myrtle really didn't see. She believes Bruni, but she didn't really see anything. She saw some sparkly. Mm-hmm. Ordreth and Gwennon also see that outline of the door, right? It filled in, light up.
Yeah. Well, let's have the three of us touch it all at once. See if that changes anything. Ordreth and Gwennon and Bruni all one touch.
What do you mean touching?
Bruni will point out the specific spots for them to touch that are their relevant iconography, right? And he'll touch the anvil. Have Ordreth touch the trees. Have Gwennon touch the moon.
Did they say anything?
Seems like we got to figure out what the password is also, but let's just try touching it and see if that
it definitely lights up.
Yeah.
Well, and now Tharno and Myrtle can see it.
Yeah. So you can see the inscription, and okay, what's the specific wording?
Sleeps until it is touched by those who speak words now long forgotten in Middle Earth.
Touched by those who speak words long forgotten in Middle Earth.
Myrtle will say, my mother raised me to always say, please may I come in when I knock on a door. And she said that people are not nice and do that anymore. Maybe we should ask permission.
Perhaps. Seems like certainly worse ideas that I've heard.
I mean, I could give you hints if you want to roll, if you want to puzzle it out. I know there's probably some meta knowledge here.
Well, I mean, I know what the version of the Fellowship experience is, right? So I've got some ideas about precisely what it is, but let's try. All three of us will touch it, and Bruni will say in Dwarvish, we ask for entrance into Moria or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
gotta do that. Nothing happens. It's still glowing. Yeah. It's still glowing.
Seems all right. Well, all right. Words now forgotten.
All right. So Ordrith and as they kind of look, Ordrith and Gwennon, you do see at least one of the goblins has left.
Mm-hmm.
If she points it out to Myrtle, Myrtle will take a shot.
They're way up there. I mean,
oh.
I mean, you'd have. I mean, you wouldn't be. They're far, really far away. I mean,
well, okay. So Bruni's gonna work through some ideas, right? Language now forgotten. So Dwarvish would be one option for forgotten on Middle Earth because the dwarves obviously mostly live underneath and it's a secret language. But could also refer to something metaphorical, right? Could conceptually refer to something, for instance, having to do with the relationship between the Elven Kingdom and the Dwarven Kingdom, and you know, soured relations or something. I don't know exactly.
It's like all three of them, right?
Yeah, all three of them seem relevant. The humans and the dwarves and the elves. So what would be?
All of you hear a splash.
Gwennon's is gonna ask Bruni what that was.
Let's have Myrtle. I'll roll for Marnow, but Myrtle can roll awareness.
Myrtle, what? I can't hear you.
Sorry, Myrtle can roll awareness. With a bonus, give herself a bonus dice.
Not very good at awareness. She failed.
Tharno like draws his axe and like he has like a falchion, basically like a single bladed. You know, He says, "I think I saw something in the water up there." Something fell in the water.
Well, let's leave the door for a minute and go.
It stops glowing.
Yeah, investigate that.
Gwennon would warn him to not agitate whatever is in the water by showing weapons to it. Can Gwennon try rolling something like her awareness?
Yeah. Everyone can roll awareness now. I just because the other three were concentrating on the door, so.
Feat success.
The goblin is pulling himself. The goblin archer is pulling himself out of the water, and he kind of sees you guys. It's like, uh-oh.
Can Gwennon capture him?
You could. How do we do this? Let's do it like athletics. Yeah, just athletics. I mean,
athletics.
He starts. Whoever wants to go get him.
Well, I mean, she doesn't have the greatest, but she failed.
But Ordrith will.
Okay, Ordrith can try, or she can spend a hope. I mean, she's only off by 2. It's up to you.
Happy either way. Ordrith will also be going after it, so why don't I just roll?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you can both go after it.
Okay.
Yeah. Terrible. All right, let's see. It was Bruni.
I spent
tiny bit of athletics.
Spent my hope, and I missed it by 1.
All right, Ordrith will spend a hope as well to try to. He also needs a 2 or higher. There we go.
All right. All right, so Ordreth, so Gwennon, you kind of he kind of ducks under you, as you try to grab him, and then he runs kind of. You guys kind of like pack capture him. Like he tries to get away from you, but you kind of drive him into Ordreth. And what do you want to do with them? I mean, you have them, right?
Well, Gwennon wants to stop him and say, "What brings you here?"
He very clumsily. Clearly has hostile intent. He very clumsily tries to put like his knife behind his back. You both see it. I bet you know what I've rolled for him. So when he tried to sneak, even though he's like has like a bonus, I rolled 2 12s. And then just now when he tried to like use his cunning to like slide a hand, his knife to try to stabby one of you, I rolled a 12. Which is for so 12 is Gandalf, right? So it's bad for the bad guys. Anyway, which is hilarious. All right, so anyway, so he clumsily he's gonna try to stab you. So you guys can take action before it does anything.
All right. Yeah, I think it's time to stab him first.
So stance, so it'd be like stances. So you want to be open, forward, open.
Who's holding him?
No one's holding him. You guys cornered him, right? So he's going to attack you.
Okay.
You're in the trees. You find a clearing. He ducks from you, but he runs kind of right into Ordreth. You guys have him on either side. So now we go into combat.
Well, Gwennon and Myrtle will be forward stance.
Okay. Ordreth.
Well, I'll be in open, and I'll have Bruni will be running after it too, right? Everybody who didn't get there right away will be.
Oh yeah.
Probably coming to help, but not there yet, I assume.
Yeah, so go ahead and go Gwennon and then Ordreth.
Yeah.
So he has no parry.
No parry?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, when Myrtle gets close, like as she's following along, right? Myrtle gets close, her dagger lights up.
Okay, well, I guess this is kind of par for the course.
This is perfect. This is almost perfect. And you hit him.
Oh, yes.
But
he's also evil, so there's the +2.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, how much? It's a great success. So what is that? She can't do so much damage is that in?
So it's 6 plus the 2.
Yeah, so 8 points.
Plus your strength rating for the heavy hit, heavy blow.
My strength rating is 7.
15 points of damage. So no, it's I'm just dumb. Yeah. So 14 points of damage. Is that right? It's been a while.
I think it's 15 points of damage because it's
plus extra
7 points for the hit, plus 7 for strength, plus 1 because you get plus 1 on your strength if you're using it two-handed for a heavy blow.
Well, it says +2 on my thing.
No, it's the two different values. The +2 is for the injury rating. No, +2 is for
him being evil. It's
evil men, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's a specific bane.
Mine is Valendur, and it's a keen sword, +2 grievous to evil. It's keen sword? Oh. I don't understand it well enough to know, so.
Yeah, it's been unfortunate. We knew this when we were playing more regular. We've had interruptions.
I mean, I've put a lot of points and stuff into that sword, so I don't know. It's named. I don't know what makes the difference. So
It's like it's a Numenorian weapon. So.
yeah. It says damage 6, injury 16, load 3, grievous +1, keen 9+, two-handed 18 +2, grievous to evil.
Numenor can wound. So you can choose 2 types: orcs, trolls, wolves, evil men, and undead. So I think
that's the +2 to evil is a grievous bonus against evil men specifically for its bane.
Yeah. But you get 2 creature types. So
I don't know. And she was in forward stance, but I think that's only to hit. I think, right?
yeah, I mean, I think it didn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think so. If I read this correctly,
Yeah, it's either 15 or 16 damage, so it's probably enough to just kill him.
Yeah, their endurance is 8.
Yeah,
he's got 1 armor, so you cut him down. But then, and I think this is probably where we will have to stop for the evening because there's no way. You hear as he cries out as you cut him down, Gwennon. You hear the horn from the other orcs, and they start running down the hills.
Yeah,
to meet you guys.
Classic.
So. Now the fun begins. That's what Gwennon would say to Orodrith.
Yeah, now the fun will begin. That was cool. Good.
Yep.
Yeah. You see probably a chieftain among them, a bodyguard, and several warriors, and at least 1 more archer.
Well, Gwennon would definitely tell Orodrith and Bruni, I claim the chieftain. I will go after him.
And you hear Tharno. He catches up to you guys. Myrtle's blade is now glowing. Her little blade that cuts orcs' necks. And Tharno's like, yes. Now the fun can. Oh, you already said that. Yes. Now we get to kill orcs.
Careful what you wish for, sir.
Yep. Cool. And the Rangers, of course, get their bows ready.
Oh, yeah.
And as Brenthel's with you, he does as well. All right. So that's cool. A fight among the Holly. The Battle of the Holly.
Well, that's fun. Well, thank you.
Well, thanks for joining me for this makeup session for One Ring. It's good to get into it. We're at the gate. We're at the gate of Moria.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing good ever comes out of being somewhere you shouldn't be at dark, especially Moria.
That's cool. Yeah. So you did, with that last roll, you did trigger the eye, which I was kind of hoping for. Sure, of course that works perfectly in this game. Yeah, so the standard 3 and 3, and I think I will give, since you didn't open the door, but you triggered the door, I think that deserves a hope back.
Well, thank you.
Because that was pretty cool.
Nice.
You found out part of the puzzle. I think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Alice is like documenting all this. Like Alice draws her two blades as well. And size. Or she goes, should I fight or play a tune?
Why don't you play a tune for right now?
3 and 3 for adventure and skill.
Yep, and then I'll give you guys a hope for.
Yeah. And we'll have to update our character sheets afterwards. And anything you want to say to our viewers?
Yeah, good night and good rolling. Merry Christmas if this comes out before then. If not, Happy New Year.
Yeah. Good night.
And I hope you've been enjoying our One Ring. Thanks, Arlen. Thanks, Screamrolla. And I'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye-bye.
Neat.